So, if you're asking what my opinion is on what I think the next move, if you have a tone generator app on your phone, a good amplifier, a loudspeaker, and a desire just to see some sound, pour some water into that loudspeaker. But get your parents' approval first because it may just not be okay after. With cymatics, you have a very good chance of killing speakers. That's why we did all the plastic dip shit, because we didn't want it to do anything. Side note stuff on plastic dip, there's actually a video of me removing plastic dip from the speaker you saw in the last video, the aluminum speaker. Um, you'll see that, and actually just a super aligned setup. I think that's actually just one of my best videos. So go back probably a week, 2, 4, 10. We'll see. You gotta find it yourself because I don't remember what I titled it. So going forward, how do you want the titles to be structured? Because I can do the clickbait titles that try to get everyone in, but do you really want that, or do you want to see like all the beautiful patterns laid out with cymatics and kind of just more see them as an archive? Do you want that on a second channel, a third channel? Let me know. We're always down for more content. Back to the show. So with this book, so we looked at this last time. This is literally just tables of frequencies. So what do you do with those tables? We know all the relations. We know that if we have a note here and we want to make a perfect fifth, we take the third note here and the next one down and everything's grand. But we want to move around on that table. Some of you out there know that much better than I do. I know music, but I know it in rhythm and not in tone. So that is kind of hard when you know rhythm and only. So what do? You go get some music theorists like Jake Lizio over at Signal Studios. Or you go and get Paul. What was that channel? That really big dude. Oh, he just looks like this with a SM50 on his face. I forget. There's probably a few, but there's one I'm thinking of. Really long hair. But maybe you could try just putting a guitar into it, or putting a keyboard into it, taking a video. You don't need all the hardware I have. If you have a speaker that makes sound, you can do cymatics. Maybe what you could even do is take yourself a Bluetooth speaker, a waterproof one, and throw it in a swimming pool. If you have a swimming pool, especially the one with the floaty top, that will be, if you have the one with the floaty top, it will be perfectly level because water always is level. And that's something to remember too. Water is always level. So it's tricky when you try to add a ring light to things and then you try to record things, because a camera has a fixed focal length and a fixed center. Your eyes don't really have that. They take in light at a much broader angle, so your eyes will focus down to a point about like this, but your camera's phone will do it to half a millimeter or way better. So that's kind of your alignment range of where you need to be. If you're just looking at cymatics, you also don't have a frame rate limitation. So if you're looking at a wave that's moving at, 240 hertz, then you're not just looking at a still image or a blurred image of it. You're looking at 240 hertz actually. And you say, I have a 240 hertz gaming monitor. What's that gonna do if I record it in 60 FPS? And then compression, you really need to see cymatics in person. Cameras don't capture it. They just don't. So with that, I'm going to go tell you to go make a cymatic setup outside. Look at it with your friends, families, children, and if you really want to do something interesting, add soap and glycerin to it, or buy some pre-made bubble mix and add air. Get yourself a bendy straw. Bend it a little bit and just real gently blow some big bubbles. And then add sound to them. So if you don't have a loud enough source, you won't see the bubbles doing this. You'll just see them going. But what you can also do is put music or tones and just have that as a base, and then watch the diffusion gratings go over the top of it. In person, it's one of the most beautiful things ever. It's ultra real color. Why? Because it's literally a diffraction grating that's floating in air. I don't know what the full spectrum characteristic on that is, but I do believe it's very pure and very beautiful. So I think this is the second time we're ending this video. So with that, I thank you and go outside.